Hello, everyone. My name is Yue, a PhD student from Tsinghua University. I'm very honored to be here, and today I would like to share my topic about the Beauty Builder of Codian discourse analysis of the knowledge of female artistic swimming in China from 1983 to 2015. I'm going to introduce my presentation by these 4 parts: introduction, resource design, data collection, and analysis. In the end, I will give you findings and discussions. First, I will give account of background and the research question. What is artistic swimming? It was formerly known as synchronized swimming. It's a sport where swimmers perform a synchronized choreographed routine accompanied by music. The sport is governed internationally by FILA. At the same time, artistic swimming is a sport with a fixed gender stereotype. In general, the event has long been exclusively for women. The image of femininity dominates the event as well. Although FILA introduced a new mixed duet event that included 1 male swimmer in each duet at the 2015 World Athletics Championships, women have been occupying the dominant position for several decades. More interestingly, men were a part of artistic swimming when the sport was initially introduced to the society, but had subsequently been barred from competing at the highest level until 2015. Unfortunately, there has been few discussions to explore why did male gradually disappeared in the history of artistic swimming, and how did female zoom on the development of the event. And as an exotic event, artistic swimming was introduced to China in 1983. Since the origins of Chinese artistic swimming, it has been taken for granted that it is a women-only event. Consequently, there are 3 decades of Chinese artistic swimming system that no male competed in this event before 2015. On the basis of the event exclusively for women, the development of Chinese artistic system relies on female athletes. Therefore, we want to ask, what is traditional knowledge dominated by women in China from 1983 to 2015? It is important to emphasize that what means about knowledge from qualitative research. This knowledge, which is not a subject that people study or are taught, is a sort of understanding from the question's perspective that could provide a theoretical explanation. Next, I'm going to talk about research design, including research paradigm and the critical methodology. Critical realism, adopted in our research, is located between the positivist and interpretivist position. On the one hand, critical realism, like positivist, claims the existence of a real social world which includes not only observable events and entities, but also unobservable objects, structures, mechanisms. On the other hand, in contrast with interpretivist, critical realism places emphasis on the construct role of social agency, which is facilitated and constrained by social structure. There is an illustration of methodology discussion in the below. Last, I'm going to talk about Michael Foucault's theory upon history of the genealogy of power. Fourth, Foucault's work is imbued with an intention to history, not in the traditional sense of the word, but in attending to what he has variously termed the genealogy of knowledge production. That is, he looks the continuators and the discontinuators between epistemes and the social context in which certain knowledge and practice emerged as permissible and desirable or changed. In his view, knowledge is inextricably connected to power, such that they are often written as power and knowledge. In the third, I'm going to talk about data collection and analysis. On the basis of critical methodology, I collected the literature data to dig under the historic construction as well as the underlying operation of society. And at the same time, I collected interview data to understanding interview thoughts and ideas of society and how it is shaped by history and the social conditions that influence those conceptions and ideas. Last, of course, fourth data is literature data. Literature data related to the research objects, including books, periodicals, newspapers, rulers, etc. The details as follows. Last, the second data obtained through interviews with artistic participants. Semi-structured interviews were conducted with 18 artistic swimmers of female, including female athletes and coach. According to the article referring Rage in Qualitative Inquiry, written by James Morse, who is best known as the founder and proponent of the field of qualitative research, we can show that the data I collected is rigorous on 3 aspects, with the details as follows. The Foucauldian discourse analysis adopted in our research focuses on the analysis of current discourses and their power effects, on uncovering the linguistic and iconographic means, in particularly the collective symbolism by which discourses work, and on the function of discourse to the secure dominance in modern society. Furthermore, a discourse can be defined as an institutionalized way of taking that rigorous and reinforce action and thereby exert power. The discourse stream is a fundamental unit in the cycle of Foucauldian discourse analysis, which includes structural analysis of discourse stream, detailed analysis of the discourse stream, synoptic analysis of the discourse stream. In the cycle of analysis, connections between different levels of analysis are discovered, interpretations are developed, and the weak arguments are discarded. Specifically, there is a table to explain how Foucauldian discourse analysis is adopted in my research. The details as follows. Based on the validation strategy and the verification strategy, which are both conducted within my project to ensure the process of data analysis achieve accuracy and credibility research results. Specifically, validation strategy is usually defined as the degree to which inferences made in study are well-founded. Furthermore, verification during data gathering. Data has been corrected during process of collection and analysis, and the end structure of verification will provide a system of checks and balance. In the end, I will give you the preliminary conclusion. Basically, women gradually occupied the dominant position in China through 4 discourse events. First, women entered the field in 1983. Second, women had been developing the ideal image of the field. Third, women made the female-only sport successful began 2026 to 2016 to 2017. As a female-only sport, women are not accepted by some of female athletes in China when they began to appear as mixed duet in 2015. In recognition of the 4 discourse events, dominating discourse of femininity contrasts the knowledge dominated by male and femininity, which is facilitated and constrained by the structure of Chinese artistic system from 1983 to 2015. That means the knowledge governs through the productions of female knowledge and assemblages of rulers what is possible to perform about and what is not. As such, it produces and reproduces both power and knowledge of artistic swimming simultaneously. So that is the end of my presentation. Thanks for your attention, and thanks to the conferences workers of the North American Society for Sport History.